Hi, good evening everyone, and welcome to Project Learn, a Reskill and Spark AR initiative aiming at upskilling tech enthusiasts on emerging AR tech with the help of workshops and hackathons, building a highly engaged Spark AR community. Through these workshops, you will be taught how to build AR effects on Spark AR Studio and with features that enhance the experience of Facebook and Instagram users. Today, we have with us Lakshmi Nathila from GDSC GEC. So, over to you, Lakshmi.
Hi, Askar. So basically, this program is an initiative of Google Developer Student Club, Common Engineering College. With Onam right around the corner, we aim to unravel the Onam spirit among the youth while inculcating a new and uprising technology, aka AR filter design. Tools like Spark AR have great potential, but only a few are really into it. This session urges students to explore the uncelebrated world of a filter development. The Google Developer Student Club are university-based community groups for students interested in Google developer technologies. But we do not limit ourselves to just Google technologies. This is the first of many fun and interesting events GDSC GECT is going to arrange this academic year. GDSC GECT is a peer learning community aiming to add some excitement to your life by helping you build solutions to real world problems. We wish to act as a safe space where technophiles can meet and ideas take form. I hope you have fun this session and it is something useful to you. Back to you, Oscar.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Hi again, everyone. So, my name is Askar Khan, and before we start the workshop, I'd run you through a small presentation to share the purpose, flow, application, and benefits of being a part of this program. As I mentioned, Project Learn aims at helping you kickstart your career in the domain of augmented reality by training you in the technology. Next slide. The program structure is divided into three broad stages. In the first phase, we'll walk you through Spark AR Studio and teach you how to create your first AR effect from scratch, which involves importing assets, canvas, face tracking, patch editor, and generating test link. In the second phase, we'll move a step further, teaching you about advanced filters and share with you Spark AR policies before you finally submit your AR effect. Submission of your effect will get you a meta certification, access to resources that will help you prepare for the hackathon. In the final phase, we'll host hackathons at your college level and at pan India level. You will be rewarded and recognized for your efforts and contributions. Next slide. Before we move further, I'll quickly introduce Sparkia Studio to you all. Sparkia Studio is a tool used by global community of creators and brands to create and share AR experiences using Facebook family of apps. And augmented reality is an interactive experience which digitally enhances what can be seen, heard, and touched in the real world. At the moment, we have over 600 million people using AR on Meta apps. Next slide. Let's have a quick look at what's happening in the world in the field of AR. So there are four key capabilities where AR is being used. To give you a brief insight on how AR is being used worldwide, we have all come across these face filters on Instagram where we can add a mask on our face. This is done using the face tracking capability. IKEA, the popular Swedish chain of home furnishing stores, uses AR to help their customers choose the right furniture for their home through the world tracking capability. Similarly, while QR codes are now normal to scan, we are also able to scan pamphlets and business cards using target tracking. Similarly, body and hand tracking, the latest capability introduced, offers utility for fashion and e-commerce brands, allowing users to try on an outfit digitally before they click purchase. Next slide. These are a few effects I am sure some of you have tried using, like changing of hair color when you scream or a phone call from a celebrity. Next slide. AR also plays an impressive role in escalating your gamifying experience by mapping effects with facial expressions, gestures, and head movements. Next slide. AR has played a crucial role during the pandemic in bringing the world to your drawing room by emphasizing on the moment, making the content much more interactive, enjoyable, and memorable. Next slide. Having said this, what happens to the effect I have created? Well, the effect can be published on your Instagram user page, in the stories section, in the reels, and guess what? Your effect is available to the audience worldwide to use and experience. Next slide. A pertinent question that arises is, how does this program help me professionally? There are various ways in which you can use your AR effects to your advantage. You can monetize on the platform by building interactive AR effects for brands and creators. You can become an AR UX researcher, AR developer, and an educator. You can leverage AR in your career by identifying and solving problems. You can also take the augmented reality career further into learning VR and XR. With so many advantages, both immediate and long term, I am sure you all will make the most of these workshops. We had shared a download link for Sparkia Studio with you in the email. I hope you have downloaded it. In case you haven't, please do it before we begin the session. I would now like to introduce the mentor for the session, Chavi Garg. Chavi is an AR creator since last 2 years and has created some amazing AR effects during her journey. She was in the top 5 in Meta Spark AR India Brand Challenge. Over to you, Chavi.
Hi everyone. Thanks a lot, Askar sir, for giving me this opportunity to say. I'm very much glad to have you all today and to talk about AR. So, yeah. Um, Having said that, I'll just quickly get started with what is actually augmented reality and how you can understand it more nicely. Just give me a second. Yeah. So, first of all, we'll talk about what is actually augmented reality. If you are there, so you can just drop your comments, drop something in the chat box so that I can also get an idea that you are here and also you're listening it nicely. So, do let me know if you get stuck somewhere and be interactive in the chat box. It would be really great for me as well to understand the response and to get everything. Okay. Now, let's first understand what is actually augmented reality and then we can get started with the Spark AR Studio and how it actually works. So, first of all, when it comes to AR, so there are various things that goes into your head that it's a till different domain. Should we go in it or not? So basically, augmented reality is the real-time use of information in the form of like text, graphics, audio, and the virtual enhancements. Okay, with the real world objects. So in that case, what happens? Like what you are actually doing is you are emphasizing the like things like what we can say, it can be text, it can be audio, it can be video over the real world. And it's a very great experience for everyone because ultimately whenever you are using an filter, an effect, so there are a lot of things that goes into it and also there is a lot of learning that happens. So yeah, when you get started with a technology like augmented reality, it's so amazing and at the same time there's so much to learn. So yeah, that's all about AR. And I would say it's a really amazing field to get started because ultimately people are going in those common fields only. And if you just get started with the a new different field, then and obviously AR is growing a lot day by day, and it's like helping a lot of people at the same time, and brands also. So yeah, that's pretty much about actually augmented reality. So now we'll get started with the Spark AR Studio. If you have downloaded the Spark AI Studio, it's amazing. If you haven't downloaded the Spark AI Studio, no issues. I'll be sharing the link with you over the comment below. So I have shared the download link with you over the comment. You can just check it out, and you can download your Spark AI Studio over here. Okay, and yeah, if you haven't downloaded it, and obviously apart from that, what goes into Spark AI Studio. So like when you say what is actually Spark AI Studio and how it will help you in your upskilling your career, because if you might have seen, like right now there are various brands like Boat, Lenskart, ADAS, Puma, and so on are spending a lot on these augmented reality things, and also are somehow investing more on all these online marketing and stuff. So in that case, like for example, there's a brand like Adidas. So for their branding, what they will ask to make an effect, a filter. Okay, and obviously they pay a really great amount to for just one filter. It can be like $15,000 or like $20,000. It's actually a huge amount to receive just to make a simple effect. Okay, so what actually goes into all those effects, it's not just about how advanced you're affected. What actually matters is your creativity, how you are creating an effect, and what sort of creativity you are adding to your effect. So that's the main thing that goes into your Spark AI Studio and also your Spark AI journey. So like if you have that creative mind, and if you think that yeah, you can think from the other people's perspective, and also like okay, you actually have also came across from for various filters. Okay, so in that case sometimes you might come up with this thought that okay, I wish I could have like I could have this particular functionality in this filter as well. Okay, so what if you know how to make these effects, and now you can make effects for your own. Okay, so this would be an amazing experience for you, and also to be honest, for me it's working pretty much well, because today I'm here in front of you, training you about Spark AI Studio. Then obviously it's pretty much amazing and it's a great experience. So I'll just quickly now, I guess you all have downloaded the Spark AI Studio till now. If you have downloaded, you can just comment below and say yes or something like that, that yeah, you have downloaded the Spark AI Studio. Then I'll quickly share my screen and then we can get started with it. Hmm, I guess you might have downloaded, so I'll just now share my screen. Perfect. Thanks, Gayatri. Yeah. Now here you can see my screen here. I have like opened the Spark AI Studio. So when you download the Spark AI Studio, the download process is very much easy. There's no hassle that you have to come across with. It's very easy to download. And then this is how Spark AI Studio opens up, and that's how it looks like. Okay, so I'll just give you an overview of how all these things are given, and how you can actually get started with this amazing software. So first of all, here you can see the first thing to your left is there are four sections that are given. The one is the create new. So let's understand what actually goes into this create new um, phase. So the first thing is about the create new, in which the first thing that comes up is the experiences. Here it is written that you can choose the type of AR experience you want to create. So in this there are three types of experience that you can get started with. One is the blank project, second one is the sharing experience, and the third one is video calling experience. So let's understand one by one how it is being differentiated, and how you can pick up the best one for you. So the first thing that goes is the blank project. So basically, like for example, you are just getting started with an filter and you have no idea that for what use you will be making. It's just you are you just want to get started with any sort of filter. It can be 3D filter, it can have functionalities of 2D, or it can be face tracking, it can be any sort of effect. Okay, so that time you can choose a blank project. Okay, now when you drag your mouse and drop on this sharing experience, you can see it is written that it is an AR for stories, reels, posts, and messages. So for example, that also matters, that for which experience you are making an effect. Okay, for example, you want to make an effect for the stories, reels, post, and messages use, then obviously you can choose this sharing experience. Else you can use video calling experience if you want the people to use your effect in the real time calls, and obviously you can choose that. And also there are some effects that are made for the ads as well, so that time you can also choose that option as well. Or you can just go with the blank project, explore, and choose an experience type later. Okay, in which you can just add more and more functionalities, and according to your functionalities you can differentiate that whether you can use that experience or not. Okay, now moving further with this, you can look at it and you can see that there are various templates that are given to you. So it says so it is written, get started quickly by customizing a template. In this case, there are various templates that are given in front of you. It's depth layer overlay, audio visualizer, piano, parse object, color portrait, and so on. So there are various templates that are given. So let's understand why these templates are given, and what are the use of these templates. So we'll first of all click on any one of the template and we'll see how this template works. So I've just clicked on the video calling experience group vote template, okay, which is for the video calling experience. So let's see how it actually looks like. Now this is the interface of Spark AR Studio software. Okay, that's how it actually looks like. I guess the effect is loading. I'll just show up on this. Yeah, perfect. Let me show up some other one. Yeah, this color portrait. Perfect. So now here you can see in this color portrait effect, here you can see that that's how the color portrait effect is being used. Okay, and what you can do now, you can see on the left top side, there's an option of rectangle that is being is being shown to you in some blue box, and what it is written, that select the rectangle box block. So for example, you are just getting started with all these things and you just clicked on one of the templates, so it will also give you an overview of how you can get started with it. So going with the instruction, it is written that select the rectangle block, and if I'll just select the rectangle block, you can see that it is again showing me up that select the picker options to to preview your effect. Okay, you can just pick up these options, like for example this option, or you want to go with this option. Okay, so these two things that are available to you. And now what you can do, you can also from the right side, in the right side you can see that you can also change the colors. Okay, like for example, right now I can see that there is somehow yellowish color, and now I can change this here mid-tone yellowish color to something purple. So now it's being changed. So that's how you can also customize your templates, and it's very much amazing and easy to do so. And to be honest, when you are getting started with your Spark AI journey, these templates give you a very great experience, and also a learning as well at the same time, because you are just getting started with something new. So that helps you in understanding all these things. Yeah, now just give me a second. Now moving further with all these things, I hope you got an idea about all about the templates. If you have any sort of question, you can ask me in the chat box. Cool, you have downloaded it. Perfect. Again, like if you are coming up with any sort of question, you can just ask me in the chat box. I would be very happy to answer them all. And also, if you are stuck somewhere, like while downloaded the Spark AI Studio, since downloading the Spark AI Studio is a very is a very easy thing. It's not at all difficult to do so. But still, if you are stuck somewhere, if you think that you want this help, do let me know in the comment box. That this is the reason I'm here live in front of you and explaining everything. So yeah, do let me know, and I would be very happy to answer them all. Okay. Now I'll just again share my screen, and I'll be checking up the comment box again and again, so don't be worried about it. Now here we have just got the overview of this. Now we'll go to the learn section. Let's understand what's there for us in the learn section. Now here you can see that it is written that you can also check out some tutorials that are given to you. Like for example, um, I want to know that how to find our way around the interface. I don't know how the interface is working. Or for example, I want some face reference assets. So why we would be needing face reference assets? So like for example, I am making an effect in which I want to put something on my face. So obviously the face texture, the structure of the face is different of everyone. Okay, like your face structure and mine face structure would be very different. So in that case, you would be needing a face reference reference asset. It actually helps you in putting assets onto your face, and it helps you in blending all these things. It gives you a very good finishing to your effect. So that's how it is being used. And now moving further with it, you can also check out some recent projects, or what you can do, you can open any of your project from your laptop or PC. So that's how it actually goes on. So yeah, let's get started with the blank project. Again, if you're coming up with any sort of doubt, do let me know in the comment below. I would be very happy to take them all. Now, let's understand how it actually works. Now here you can see that we have just opened the Sparkia Studios blank project. Congratulations that you are getting started with the new technology, and you just explored it very nicely. So now we'll be making our first ever own effect. Okay, so yeah, again before that, we'll as we got to know about how the Sparkia Studio is from outside, we'll understand how it is from inside, and how all the functionalities and everything is being there for us. Now in the like here you can see in the top corner, in the top left corner, you can see that there's an option of file. Here you can to get some started with any of the template that I've just shown you, some effect you can open, and all these things that are given to you. Now you can edit, you can view, you can also add some of those things that you want to add in the scene panel. You can also edit your project, you can minimize or zoom the window. So that's how you can also play around with all these things. Then apart that's how you can do. Now apart from that, you can also ask for help or the documentation or anything that you are needing. Now apart from that, here you can see it's the workspace that is given to you. You can just explore, show patch editor and things like this. You can also change the real-time simulation. So this is basically a real-time simulation. Like what is actually real-time simulation? It's like right now no person is there obviously, but you can see that how your effect would be seen on to the person in the real time. Like for example, I am using the effect. So obviously for example, if I am nodding my head from right to left, how the effect would be looking to me. So that's why these real time simulations are available to you, to make you understand more about your effect, how it is functioning, and how it will be in use. So these real time simulation plays a major role, and also you can add some real time simulation on your own as well. Here it is given. Here you can see that it is that there is a option of plus that is given to you. You can just click on this plus option, and you can add some real time simulation. Like I have added these fun real time simulations as well. You can just have a look into it. So you can add these real time simulation, and it's really fun to do so. You can also pause, like for example, while making effects, sometimes you just pause these real time simulation because we need to set up the assets. So yeah, you can do so. Then apart from that, in the scene panel you can see that there are few things that are available. One is the device and camera, then focal distance, ambient light, direction light, and microphone. So let's understand these things one by one. So obviously, whenever you want to make an effect, what is the that one thing that you would be needing? Obviously, a device. Without device, how would you be using your effect and Instagram or anything like that? Okay, so first of all, you will be needing a device. In this device, there should be a camera. Okay, and there should be a focal distance, and obviously, again, the lights are very much important. Like in many of the effects, you might have seen that. The shadow is being portrayed on to the right side, not onto the left side. So that time these ambient light, directional lights are working on that, on those effects. So that's how it works like. And in the scene panel you would be adding everything that you want to see in to your effect. Like for example, I want from now let's move to the asset panel, and then only I'll be able to explain you more about the scene panel. Now in the left left bottom side you can see that there's an asset panel that is given to you. Now what is actually in the asset panel? Here in the asset panel you can see that there are two things that are coming up. One is the import from computer, second one is search asset library. So basically what it is. So in the in asset panel, there are two things. One, you can import few things from your computer. Like for example, I want to import an image, or for example, I want to import some audio or something like that, some video or any texture. So you can just import these stuff from your computer. Else what you can do, you can also import these things from the AI library. So let's explore more about AI library. Again, if you come up with any doubt, you can just drop it in the comment box. Perfect. Now here you can see, I'll just click onto the search AI library option. Now that's how the AI library is being shown up. So now you can see that this is the homepage of the AI library. It is written to that explore thousands of free assets to use in your projects made by Spark AR creators and Sketchfab. So yeah, you can just check out these amazing assets from the AI library, and we'll explore more about AI library. So here you can see onto your left side, you can see that there are the 3D, that there are 999 plus 3D assets, 3D object assets that are available to you. You can just click onto any of the asset and download it, and it will be imported into your effect quickly. Then after that, there's an option of the music and sound, in which again there are more than 900 assets that are available to you, in which you can select any and import it. Then here comes a patch asset. Then obviously if you want to add some patches to your effect or something like that, then you can just take a help from this. You can add some textures, you can add some blocks. Obviously, just like we have just talked about the block that we were using in the template effect, obviously you can just download any of the block. Then there are some script packages, and then there are some color alerts. You can see, like using this color alert, I can make it this colorful image to a black and white image. So yeah, that's how you can also make use of this AI library, and it's very much useful. Obviously, not just for the creators, but for everyone. This AI library plays a major role because it helps us in understanding a lot of things. So yeah, moving further with that, let's get started with our first ever own effect, and let's understand more functionalities about it and how it actually goes and how it will help you in kids starting your career, and how you will be benefiting from everything. So yeah, let's get started with it. Just give me a second. Yeah. um and it would be really great if you could just make your effect side by side with me, because again it would be a really great experience for you and for me as well at the same time, if we can make the effect side by side, and if we can get started with this amazing stuff alongside. Okay, now as we talked about the scene panel, let's add something to our assets, and so that we can just get started with it. First of all, we'll import few assets from our computer. These are few assets that we would be adding. Perfect. And let's keep the compression to none. Onto your right side, make the compression none. Perfect. Now why we actually did the compression 0, because obviously for now I don't want to compress these effects, because obviously there's a size limit that goes in this Spark AI Studio effects, because obviously if the size is way too much big, then it would be a problem for the user to use the effect, because it will load very slowly, or like it will take 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, then obviously the user experience will be very bad. So yeah, that's how you can understand more about it. Now what we'll do, we'll click onto our plus button, which is given into our scene panel just above the assets. We click onto this, and now we can see more about these things that are given to us. Now in the scene panel, you can see that the first thing that is given to us in the scene understanding is the face tracker, plane tracker, target tracker, and hand tracker. So basically, for example, you want to track any of these. Okay, like for example, you want to track the face. So in that case, what you would be doing, you can use this face tracker, okay, to enable your project to track multiple faces or adjust the accuracy of the face trackers in your scene. Okay, so that's how it can be. So that's how the face tracker can be used. And the second thing that goes is the plane tracker. So obviously if you want to track a plane, if you want to like track a particular target, now target can be a QR code or something like that. Like for example, when we just scan that particular QR code with our effect, then something will pop up, something like that. Okay, or you can track your hand. You can check out these 3D objects later. For now, we'll add a face tracker to our effect. Okay, now you can see, since I've added the face tracker, now you can see that there are three arrows that are coming up onto our face, because we just added a face tracker. Now we'll right click onto this face tracker, and we'll add one face mesh to it. So yeah, that's how you can see the, how you can add a face mesh to your effect. Again, if you are coming up with any doubt, do let me know in the comment box. Don't be like worried, like if you are coming up with any of a question, don't think like, yeah, any question is silly. To be honest, when you're getting started with a new technology, every question is making a really great sense, and obviously it will help you in understanding more about the particular technology. Okay, now as you can see, I have just added a face mesh in my face tracker. I'll just rename this face mesh to a hacker mask. Okay. Now I've just renamed this particular face mesh to a hacker mask. Now what I'll be doing, I'll onto my right side, I can see that there are various properties and transformations that are available to me in the of the particular face mesh that I have just created. Now what I can see, I can just transform any of the of this particular face mesh. I can change the position, I can scale it, like I can scale it, and also I can rotate this particular face mesh according to my need. And now here you can see that there is a plus button that is coming up to me onto the right side of the materials. I just click onto this plus material, and voila, you can see that uh, material has been added to your face mesh. Now it's looking so amazing. I will just rename this material to hacker mask material. Okay, now we have just named this material to hacker mask material. What I'll be doing now, you can see onto your right side that there are a few shader types that are given to you. One is the flat, second one is standard, then physically based, face paint, blended, shader, acid, and retouching. Now what we will be using a flat shader type because obviously we would be needing a good mask. And now in the texture I'll select hacker mask. Okay, so yeah, that's how you have just added a hacker mask, and it's looking so amazing, to be honest. Like that's how you can get started with your first ever own effect, and we'll be understanding some more amazing great functionality super soon. So don't be worried about it. Okay, be patient. And now you can see, if I change the shader type to standard, the whole design is being changed. And now when I change this shader type to physically based, now the whole mask is being changed. So that's how you check, and also that's how you can change the shader type and just play around with the functionalities. You can if you're adding a tattoo or something like that, you can use blended or something, or some other shader type according to your need. Or you can click on this color, you can just change the color of this particular material as well according to your requirement. Now moving further with it, um, what we'll be understanding. Okay, now we have added a face mask. What's next? So for now what we'll be doing, we'll just click onto this face mesh and we'll click on not visible. Now this face mask is not visible to me. Okay, what I'll be doing, I'll be just right clicking onto this face tracker and I'll be adding one more face mesh to it, and I'll be renaming to as retouching. Now I'll again do the same process. Onto my right side, I'll click onto the plus button that is coming onto the right of the material, and I'll be adding a material to it. I'll rename this material to retouching again. Now I won't be adding any texture. I would be just changing the shader type to retouching this time. Now you can see that there's a difference between this, because ultimately now you can see the skin is being smoothened. Okay, and also you can increase the smoothing to like around 90. Okay, that's a standard one. And now that's how you can see that how you can smooth your skin without using any sort of makeup block or anything. Okay, and this is the perfect way. And to be honest, if you are ever making an effect, try to use this particular functionality every time, because it will obviously enhance your user experience, and also more and more people will be using your effect because of this. Now moving further with it, we'll click on to the right button on our face tracker, and we'll be adding a plane to it. When we'll add a plane, we'll name this plane as a panda, and we'll again do the same process. Go to the right side, click onto the plus button coming up onto the right side of the materials. We'll name this material as the panda material. After doing so, now you can see the plane has been created and now it is being in use. Now we'll click onto the texture button, and now we will select the panda. Now again there's a problem with the shader, so we'll change the shader type to flat. Perfect, so that's how you can do it. Now but I don't want the panda to sit onto my nose, so what I'll do, I'll just click onto this panda. I'll first of all stop the simulation, just pause this, the back. Some issue with okay, no issues. Um, okay, no issues. We'll just keep the color to white only for now. Now we'll just add one plain Okay, we will name this plane as a panda plane. Now, what we'll do, I'll just make this mask invisible so that so I'll just make this particular mask invisible for now so that we shouldn't be get distracted with that. Now, what we'll do, we'll go to our plane, and first of all we'll add a material to this particular plane. Okay, we'll create a new material to this. We'll name this material as the panda plane. Now, we'll add the texture as I just told you, and change the shader type to flat. Now, when we'll do this, now we can see that the panda is coming onto our nose, but I really don't want that. So what I'll be doing, I'll be clicking onto this plane, and I'll be dragging this panda and keeping it somehow onto the top. So yeah, that's how you can do this, and it's very much easy to do so. And also onto your right side, what you can see, there's an option of the scale. Okay, here you can also change the size. How you can use it, you can just see. I'll just quickly show you. Now here you can see onto your right side, there's an option of the scale in which for now, for all axes it's 1. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just keep the x-axis as 1.2, and for y-axis again it's 1.2. There you can see the size has been decreased from 1 to 1.2. Okay, so in the same manner, if you want to play around with the size of the particular material, then you can obviously do so. Okay, you can just click onto your particular plane or face mesh, and you can just change the size, and it's very easy to do so. Now, what we'll also do, we'll add some more things to our effect. Okay, now when we click onto this play button, now you can see the particular panda material is moving with the head. What if I just keep this panda plane now? Now just like be focused. Okay, if I'll just put this panda plane outside this face tracker, now you can see it is not at all moving with the face. So I guess it is very much clear to you, it is very much important to keep your objects of the scene panel in the right manner. If you are putting everything in the right manner, then only your effect would be working properly, else you will be receiving a lot of problems while making an effect. Okay, so we'll again put this particular panda plane into our face tracker. Okay, now you can see this, it is moving clearly. And I'll just quickly add the retouching again onto our face. Okay, give me a moment, I'll just add this. Okay, and it's done. Perfect, it's done. Now I have added the retouching. So let's understand what are functionalities we just understood. We got to know about the face tracker, in which we can do three things. One is we can just put something onto our face. Okay, the second thing what we can do, we can add a plane to our face tracker, in which we can see that how the things will move with our face movement. The third thing that we can do is the retouching, obviously without applying any sort of makeup block or anything like that. You can apply some smoothing to your face. Okay, now let's jump to some more functionalities and let's understand more about the effects. So now what we'll be doing, we'll be jumping on to the 2D objects, and now you can see that there's an option that is coming up of the canvas. Let's click onto this canvas. Let's right click onto this canvas and add an object of 2D text to it for now. Okay, now you can see the moment I've added the 2D text thing, now the text is being appearing here as well. Okay, now what you can do, you can just put any sort of text that you want to. So first of all, we'll set up the size here. Okay, let's sort up the size. It's sorted. Perfect. Now we can just sort the size like this. Now what you can do onto your right side, what you can see that in the tech, like the first thing that is given is a property. So let's close this properties. We have nothing to do with the properties for now. And let's close the transformation as well. No distraction is needed. Now you can see that there's a there's a thing that is written is a typography. Now in the typography we have a lot of things that we can play around with. The first thing that is written is a text. So there's a box that is given to us and we can add anything that we want to. Like for example, if you are having your birthday, if your friend is having a birthday, then obviously you can make some, I mean, this amazing effect for his for him or her. So what you can do, you can just write it like that, like happy birthday, or like the name. And then you can just drag this or put it somewhere here. Okay, and then it's looking so amazing. And also what you can do, you can see that there's an option of font. You can click onto this font and you can also change the font as well, the way you want to. And you can also change the color. Just click onto this color and let's change the color. Now it's looking more amazing. You can change the color as well. Okay, so that's how you can play around with the text. Now there's one more thing that you can do is you can add some dynamic text as well. So what is actually dynamic text? Like for example, you want to add day or date or time to your effect, but you don't know how to put like the exact date when you are using the filter. Like for example, right now it's 6:48, so I cannot put like 6:48 here. So I cannot put something like that in my effect, because ultimately you might be using this effect at somehow 2 p.m. or something like that. Then obviously this will be the wrong time. So what I can do, I can use dynamic text here. So let's understand how to use dynamic text. Now you can see that here it is written dynamic text. I'll click onto this insert and let's insert time in short. Here you can see the time has been added, and now this particular time that has been added is the dynamic one. It means it will change with the time. Okay, like for example, if you are using this effect at 2 p.m., it will show you 2 p.m. only. Okay, now what we can do, we can insert some more functionalities as well. Let's understand more about it. Let's clear this happy birthday for now. Now what we'll do, we'll be adding, we'll be inserting day of the week as well, Monday. Let's align it properly. Perfect. The alignment is being proper. Now let's keep this thing somewhere here and it's looking perfect. Now you if you have just noticed this, it was 6:49 and here and here, like both the you can see that in my real time it is 6:50, and in my effect also it's 6:50. So it is very much important to put dynamic text rather than putting any sort of day or date. Okay, so yeah, that's how you can add the dynamic text, and it's very much amazing to do so, and it will give you some real time experience, and it's great. So now what we'll be doing, we'll be adding one more object to our canvas. That is, we'll add a rectangle. Okay, now you can see that one rectangle has been added. We'll just try, what we'll do, we'll go to this right side and click onto this fill width, click onto the fill height. We'll drag it and put it somewhere here. Perfect. It's looking amazing. Or what you can do, you can also like use it, like you might have come across with some effect in which like half screen is being used like for different thing, and half screen is used for a different effect. So that's how you can also use this particular rectangle object functionality for like making some two things. Like for example, like there are effects in which you can uh, what you can see that if you go to this side, you are having makeup, and if you go to this side, there's no makeup. So yeah, that's how this particular rectangle functionality works, and it's very much amazing to do so. But for now, we won't be using it for that reason. We'll be just putting this rectangle like this. Okay, and now we'll be adding a material to it. Again, let's click onto this create new material. Okay, when we clicked onto this create new, let's name it as the BG. And now you can see that there's some color that we can give to this particular rectangle. Let's give it something like that. But now the person is not at all visible to me. So why is it happening? Why I'm not able to see the person? Okay, so to counter this particular problem, what we will be doing, we'll be adding one more rectangle to it. Okay, let's name this first of all rectangle as a BG. Now we'll add one more rectangle to our canvas. So basically, like for example, whenever you are working with Spark AR, so it's all about try and like hit and trial, to be honest, because ultimately it's all about your creativity, and that's how you are putting your creativity on all these effects, and you are making something amazing. So you can just try out more and more things in the Spark AR, and it will give you a really great experience. So like for example, I just come across with this problem, I'll just hit and try, and like try out some more and put some more functionalities to my effect, and it will be working. Okay, so now what we will be doing, we'll go to our right side and we'll create a new material. Okay, now what we will be doing, we'll go to our camera. Onto our scene panel, you can see that there's an option of camera. We'll go to our camera and we'll add the person segmentation and one camera texture. We'll be adding a camera texture and also a person segmentation. Okay, so we'll go to our material of the person material, and we'll name it as a person material. Okay, and we'll change the texture of this person material. Okay, first of all, obviously I just forgot that I have to fill the width of this particular rectangle. It is very much important to do so. Okay, because see what you just did, we you are actually filling the whole width of this particular rectangle. So what it mean that this particular rectangle will be used on, like on your full screen, the whole screen, like on this whole screen. Okay, yeah. Now what we will be going to the person material, and we'll be adding this particular segmentation mask. Okay, this camera texture to it. Okay, segmentation mask, and now here you can see that there's an option of alpha. Click onto this option of alpha and select the camera texture. Okay, perfect. Now what we just did, um let's recap it quickly. First of all, we added a canvas. In this canvas, we got to know how we can add these text and everything. Okay, after that we thought of putting a background onto our effect. Okay, to put a background, what we did, we first of all added a rectangle, okay, into our canvas. When we added a rectangle, we added a material for our background, and then in the material we just change the color, or you can also put any of the image that you want to put in your background. It's totally up to you. You can download like phone wallpapers from your PC, and then obviously you can extract those things and put it into the texture. It's totally up to you. For now, I just change the color. Okay, now what's next? When I just change the color, it was looking somehow like this. Okay, when I just added this particular rectangle to this, but I wanted to see the person as well. Okay, I just wanted the background to be changed, not the person should be removed. Okay, so in that case, what I did, I added one more functionality. Okay, one more rectangle to my canvas, and when I added one more rectangle to my canvas, okay, I added the material, and after adding the material, I just clicked on to my camera. Then I added the camera extraction and also the segmentation. Why we added the segmentation of the person? Because I want the whole person to be seen. with the changed background. Okay, so that's why we added the the person segmentation in this. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah. Okay, so we added the person segmentation into this. Now after this, what we just did, we clicked onto our person material, and we added the camera texture to our texture that we normally used to do. But we we checked one more property of this alpha. Now here, just see it properly, because alpha property is very much important and it is very much helpful while making effects. So we check this alpha property as well. Here you can see, if you clicked onto this invert, now it is like working very differently. So to be honest, when like this alpha property is very much amazing and you can just use it. And yeah, when we checked on to this alpha property, okay, we added the texture of the mask, like segmentation one. Okay, so that's how you can actually like change your background, and that's how you can play around with these functionalities, and that's very amazing to do. So now what we'll do, will first of all make this canvas not visible for now. Now, I guess you got to know about this effect. So I'll just now stop sharing, and I'll just ask in the comment box if you got it or not. Just at least put yes or something like that, so that I can also get a confirmation. Just waiting for you. At least I want at least 10 years so that I can continue with the Spark yeah journey. Put something like if you are understanding everything or not, or if you're stuck somewhere, if you are loving the Spark yeah studio, just put anything. Okay, yes, yes, got it, amazing, perfect. How to put photo so it can, for example, fun, perfect, cool. Waiting for five more, yes, waiting for five more comments, and then we'll just get started. And also do let me know if you are going on with me alongside, so that we can let's build our first ever very own effect from scratch in a very easy manner. Awesome, perfect, thanks Adarsh. um Waiting for some more responses, some more. Just comment it. Just comment your experience, anything that you're loving, or you are understanding everything properly. Just comment it down. Interesting, perfect, interesting to me as well. Great. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be I guess we have talked about a lot of functionalities, but I guess it's a lot for you all. So what I'm gonna do now, I will be sharing my screen, and now we'll be understanding how you can make your effect in a very easy manner, in just 5 to 6 easy steps, and we'll submit our form so that you can also get your meta certificate right there. Okay, because I also want from this live workshop only, you all will receive you would just submit your form hand to hand, so that you would be you will also be eligible for your meta certificate. I also want that. So in that case, what I'll be doing, I'll be again sharing my screen, and I'll be explaining you everything, but in more easy manner. Okay, now just give me a second for that. Um, Give me a second. I'm getting one issue. Can we get record section of this class? Yeah, you can receive the. You can actually receive the recording, so there won't be an issue for you. Okay, so that's not an issue. But what actually matters to me for now, I would be I would be very happy if you could just fill up the form with me, okay, side by side, we can also we can also like get some hands on, and also we get a more better understanding of all these things. Okay, just give me a moment. Till then, do let me know if you are having any issue or anything like that in the Sparkia studio. And also, there's a huge announcement for you all, that if we get an amazing participation from you all, and like if you will also encourage your friends about Spark AI Studio and about everything that I just taught you for now, what we will be giving, we will be like giving you some amazing rewards, okay, for that. And like, any guesses that what sort of awards that you would be receiving? Any guesses? Any guesses that what Okay, Pulkit, just give me a minute, and then after this question, I'll be just like sorting it out. No issues for that. Yeah. So, any guesses that what sort of reward you would be receiving if we get a really amazing response from your side? Any guesses for first three amazing effects? Yes, One Plus Buds Pro. Yes. And what would be the second and third prize? Any guesses? Be quick. I'm waiting for the response. Because obviously if we get a good response from you, and if you all be putting up all your amazing and great effects onto our Google form, then obviously we would be very happy to reward the best three effects. um iPhone 30 Pro Max. Okay, so basically iPhone is for the national hackathon. Okay, Amazon Echo. Yeah, Amazon Echo Show, Amazon Alexa. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. You all are right. So we would be giving up uh, like again, if we get an amazing response from you all, then we would be giving OnePlus Buds Pro, and the second prize would be Alexa Echo Show, and the third prize would be Amazon Alexa. Okay, so yeah, I'll be again quickly sharing my screen, and I'll be showing up how you can submit your first ever own effect in a very easy manner, in just 5 to 6 steps, and it will be very easy for you all. So um chance to meet me in person. So I don't know, if I got a chance to come to your college someday for any sort of hackathon, I would be very happy. Okay, so yeah. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be just again quickly sharing my screen, and I'll be just showing you how to just quickly submit your effect in very easy manner, and let's see who will be receiving this amazing cool rewards. Okay, now just give me a moment, I'll share my screen and show you. Okay, so that's all we got. Okay, we got to know how the face tracker works, how you can add face mesh, how you can use the functionality of plane, how you can use the Canva, and you can add the 2D text, background, person, textures, and a lot of things. Now, what we will be doing, we would be jumping on to an easy way of making an effect. Okay, so that's where all the functionalities, and obviously you can use these functionalities and put some more creativity onto your effect. Just give me a moment. Yeah, so now we'll be understanding how you can quickly get started with your first ever own effect. And now, perfect. Now we I just taught you all these functionalities so that you can get started with your first ever own effect, and also you can just put your creativity. Like for example, I added a panda image here. You can add something else. Okay, it can be heart shaped images or something like that. It's totally up to you how you want to use these amazing learning, and how you can mix this learning with your creativity. Now what we would be doing, we would be learning an easy way. So I'll be just closing it up. I'll save it. Okay, after saving it, now you can see again I'm here with my Spark AI Studio introductory page. Now I'll be choosing one template. Which template I should use? Let's use this background template. Okay, now I'll be using this background template, and now I'll be just opening this background template. Now you can see that this is a background template, and obviously we just got to know how you can make your how you can actually make your you can actually add background onto your effect without using any sort of template. Okay, so for now we'll be using this background template, and we'll be clicking onto this. Now there are two ways to do. The one way is go to the materials, and on the right side you can see that there's an option of color that is coming up to you. Here you can see it's white. Click on to this white color and choose any of your favorite color. Click, and now you can see the background has been changed. Now that's how you can change your background, and it's looking pretty much amazing, a very pink amazing cute background. Now what we would be doing, we'll click onto this publish button. We would be publishing it, but before that we would be clicking onto this record video. Now because according to the policies we cannot use these real-time simulation, then obviously since I'm using my camera in the StreamYard, I cannot like do it. But what you can do, just click onto this camera button, click onto this integrated camera, then obviously your laptops or computer's camera will be on. Now what you would be going doing, click onto this publish button and click onto this record video option. Now when you click onto this record demo video option, okay, now as you can see that your particular integrated camera is capturing your real time video in this. And also don't be worried, this video will only be with Facebook. Okay, so don't be worried, your no one will no one else will be checking up it up. Okay, now what you would be doing, let's click onto this record button, click 2-3 seconds of your video, and then stop recording, then let it be prepared to post it. Now let's click onto the save button, and let's click onto this upload. Since it is uploading, let me just check up the chat box and let's see. Do let me know in the comment box if you are like doing the same process with me. Say yes or something like that in the comment box so that I can get an idea that how you are also proceeding. Thanks a lot, Lakshmi, for telling that you are also doing with me. Anything else doing with me? Thanks, Alexander. I really love the different names people have on the YouTube. Anyone else is doing with me? Kevin, Gayatri, perfect. Anyone else doing with me and want to have their meta certificate approved just right now? Let me see who all are doing with me. I'll just take one more minute and see, look into the comment box and waiting for more replies. Again, if you're stuck somewhere, do let me know. Okay, I just forgot to took Pulkit's doubt. Till you are telling me, I'll just take up the Pulkit's doubt. So Pulkit wants to know that how to put photos so it can levitate in world. For example, if I move my camera, photo should remain at its place. Now, let's understand this. That actually I taught you, but I'll just quickly share my screen and show you how you can do this. Okay, perfect. Um, Let me just open my effect that I just up saved. Okay, this was the effect that I just taught you. Let me change the real time simulation. Now, here you can see it is moving with the face, but what you can do if you just take this plane, the panda plane, and hold this panda plane and drag and drop it outside the face tracker. Now this particular panda is not at all moving with the face. So what happens, like whenever you are using a functionality of face tracker, plane tracker, then obviously that particular thing will be moving. That particular plane is being tracked with the face or something like that. So like for example, if you just put this particular plane outside the face tracker, then it won't be moving with the face track with your face movement. Okay, so that's how you can put things in the real world. You can just make it levitate, or if you want it to be moved with your hand gesture, then you can use a hand tracker or something like that. So yeah, that's how you can just put these things. Like for example, I can put this somewhere here. Okay, what I can do, I can just add some 3D objects as well. So it's very easy to do so. I hope I just cleared your out. Okay, I just save it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get 9 days. Perfect. So I guess we would be having at least um okay. For face mask texture images, should it be backgroundless PNGs? Yes, it should be backgroundless PNGs, because let me show you how it will be shown up else. Um, it will show you in a very bad manner, to be honest. If I'll just share my screen and show you up. So like for example, I just showed you that I have the fake hacker mask. mm, I have this particular mask with me that I have downloaded online. Okay, let me just download it and let me just show you. I've downloaded this. Let me go to my that recent one only, so that I can quickly show you how it works. I'll go to plus, import from computer, go to my downloads, add this particular. Okay, keep it like that. Um, I'll change this real time simulation. I'll go to my face tracker, hacker mask, make it visible, and go to the hacker mask material and change the texture to this. Now what you can see, it's looking so bad, because you can see, because I haven't removed the background, it's looking so messed up. But after removing the background, it's looking like this. So the difference is in front of you. Okay, so it is very much important to remove the background whenever you are using these functionalities, whenever you are using materials for these particular things, like for face or something like that. Like again, for this panda as well, I have removed the background, so it's very much important to do so. Okay, do let me know if there is any other doubt. Okay, I wanted like it's pre-made 2D sticker template. Pulkit, I'm not able to understand how you want it. If some more details you can give me, or what you can do. Um, if I'm not able to understand it properly for now, I'll be just putting up my LinkedIn ID into the chat box. Okay, I would be very happy to connect with you all over the LinkedIn, and you can ask me all your doubts, or you can just connect me over the LinkedIn. Okay, and if you come up with any doubt, you can just ping me up anytime on the LinkedIn. I would be very happy to solve it then. Cool. Now let's be focused and let's submit our first ever own effect, because we cannot wait more. Perfect. So what we just did, let's just recap everything, because we have been covered up with so many things since then. So we open our Sparkia Studio, clicked on to the background effect, the template that is given to us. After that, turn your integrated camera for now. Okay, like for example, I'm using the camera in the StreamYard. I cannot change it, but obviously now what you want, now what you have to do, click on to this material, change the color according to your wish. After changing the color, what you have to do, change this particular real-time simulation to integrated camera. Click onto this publish button, record a video, click onto this record button, make a good face, and after 2-3 seconds after the recording, click onto the save button and click onto this upload. Now, it will take just few minutes to get uploaded. Sometime it takes 1 minute or 2 minutes or something like that. It totally depends from laptop to laptop. Okay, or also like how bigger the size of the effect you are having. Now you can see it is being opened. Now that's how your Spark Studio will open up. What you have to do, you have to name your effect as, like for example, mine is a blue background effect. I'll name it as blue background. And now let's specify it to your Facebook only. Okay, specify a specific platform only. So share it on your Facebook only. After that, what you can do, you can categorize it, give it at least one category, like for example selfie category. After that, add some keywords to it, like for example, it's totally optional, let's add one keyword to it, BG. After that, here you can see your demo video, you can choose the thumbnail, click onto this submit button. Okay, after clicking onto your submit button, you can see that your Spark Air hub would be opening. It will take just 1 to 2 minutes. Let's wait for that. And again, if you're stuck somewhere, do let me know in the comment box. Okay, it's loading. Perfect. Here you can see what you get. Your effect is now in review. Click on done. Now let's see how you can submit your effect. This is your submission form. Let me just put your submission form over the chat box so that you can also submit it side by side. This is the submission form. Okay, it's very much important to submit your effects on this submission form, because then only you'll be receiving your meta certificate. Else we won't be able to track your effect, we won't be able to understand that like what sort of effect you have you have actually made. So it's very important to put your effects in this particular form that I've just put it into the chat box. Okay, now as I have shared the form with you over the chat box, now I'll be sharing my screen and I'll be showing you step by step that how to fill the form. Now what we would be doing, now that's how your effect would be showing. So this is your effect that you just made and this is your submission form. Okay, let's fill the submission form together. Okay, now obviously it's chubby. Okay, now my mail id is chavik41@gmail.com. My contact, I'm not putting my contact for now. Then after that, my college, let's keep it as Amity. Okay, obviously put your college name. Let's keep it as GEC. Okay, now when it comes to the Facebook profile, let's understand how to extract your Facebook profile. Let's go to the facebook.com, and you can see the here you are receiving your Facebook. Yeah, like that's how your Facebook will be opening. Click onto your face. Okay, click onto your picture and click onto your name, and that's how your Facebook profile will be opening. I don't know what was the last time I've seen my Facebook. Okay, no issues. But I'll click onto this hyperlink that is coming onto the top, and I'll click onto Control C to copy it. I'll go to my form and um, click and do Control V to paste it onto my form. Okay, so that's how you can extract your Facebook profile URL. Now, this the next thing that is coming up is the effect URL. Now, how to do this? We will go to our effect, and you will get an option to share it. Okay, when you click onto the share option, now you can see that if you click onto this URL, the link has been copied to your clipboard. What we'll do, we'll go to our submission form and we'll again use these shortcuts Control V to paste the particular URL. Now what we would be doing, we'll go to these three dots that is coming up here. You can see clearly. Okay, these are these three dots. Click onto these three dots and you are seeing copy effect ID, paste effect ID, copy owner ID, paste owner ID. And that's so simple to do so. Okay, now let's like what's the date? It's 05/09/2022. Click onto the submit button and it's done. I hope you got this. Now I hope you all got how you can submit your first ever own effect and you can receive meta certificate. Okay, do let me know in the comment box how many of you have filled the form with me. I would be very happy to know so. Like I have received around 10 yeses, so at least 10 of you have like must have filled the form. Do let me know. Be quick. Okay, I'm waiting. Thanks a lot, Lakshmi. Okay, Gayatri. Okay, so you have uploaded it. You have just filled the form. What about Alexander, Tashila, Shafi, Fun Times, Kevin? What about you all? Is there any sort of doubt that you're coming up? You can tell me in the comment below. I'm waiting for the responses. Are you all like submitting? Do let me know in the comment below. Let's see how many of you have submitted your Google. You have submitted the Google form, and I would be very happy to see how many of you would be receiving the Meta certificate in this workshop only. Oh God, app is lagging. Um, do let me know, is there any issue that you are receiving, because obviously I just like told you a very easy manner to do so. Not completed. What's the issue that you are receiving, that you are not you haven't completed the form yet? And again, I'm live in front of you, like obviously, like why we are having this live session, so that I can just clear up all your doubts right here only. And we can get the whole understanding properly. So try to upload your great effects right here, and so that I can also see that how amazing you are creating your effects, and how you're turning your imagination to reality. So waiting for your effects. Okay, perfect, waiting. Thanks a lot for the confirmation. Okay. I couldn't render the effect completely. Quick question: which is your favorite effect you made? If I talk about my favorite effect, it was a game that I just made. Okay, which was my favorite effect, to be honest, in which you can just like the fruits are how I should explain it. Yeah. So in that effect, the fruits are coming, and you are eating those fruits, and you are getting points. So that was the effect that I made, and it was really amazing. And also, there's one more effect that I made. I guess I can show you right now. It's a game, and it's not very much difficult. I'll just see if I can show you. Okay, so if I talk about not just my favorite effect, but the effect on which I got the maximum reach, I'll show you that effect of mine on which I have received a really amazing reach till date. Engineer, do let me know that what sort of issue you are getting while rendering the effect. Okay, it can be any sort of network issue or anything like that. Yeah, perfect. So here you can see this was the effect that I made back then. Okay, in which there's a change in the color, hair color, and also I added some day and date as well. These are some basic functionalities that I added, and I also put it some makeup onto the face as well. So I'll show you the response what I've received. So I've received like 100K plus opens on this effect, and obviously people are making reels using this effect. And also I received 277 share. That's actually pretty cool and amazing at the same time. And the insights, when we talk about the impressions, is like 34.8K. And when you go to the inside, then obviously you can see that how your effect is working. Like as I can see in the top countries, it's United States of America. My effect is like working for the US audience, and then Mexico, and then Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia. And then you can also see what are the top languages. Okay, here you can get the amazing insights and how many opens you are receiving, the captures. Like 7.2K captures is actually something huge number. Okay, and like 88% audience is female. Okay, so yeah, that's how you can that's how this is the visibility and everything. So yeah, that was the effect that I really loved the most, because it has received an amazing reach. So that was the reason that I love this effect. Now again, do let me know like how many of you have like submitted your form. I'm waiting for your response. At least tell me if you are getting any sort of issue or anything like that. Thanks a lot, Lakshmi. I'm so happy that you submitted your pick. Thanks a lot, Sairam, for just telling that you submitted. I'm so happy. Thanks a lot. At least you are submitting your effect. And again, like to be honest, like yeah, like Sri Skill and Meta Spark is also coming up with the Diwali hackathon. It's already launched onto their Facebook group. I'll just quickly share the Facebook link with you with the chat box. Till then, you can join the community. So I have shared this amazing Spark AR creators group with you, community group over with you over the chat box. You can just have a look into it, and here you can see all the amazing details of the Diwali hackathon. You can have a look into it, and you can also join in if you are submitting your amazing effect over there. Then obviously you can have a look into that. You can just check it out, and do let me know that like how you are thinking to proceed with this amazing hackathon. So, Sai Krishna, have you like submitted the Google form, or you just published your effect over the Spark AR Hub? Because as I can see, your effect has not been submitted over the Google form yet. So, do check it out once that what you actually submitted. Is there any sort of issue that you are receiving? I'll just put the submission form again with you over the chat box. You can have a look into it. This is the submission form. Do let me know. Can we submit it by tomorrow? Yeah, you can, but again, if we get a good response, then obviously we would be happy. Then obviously we will be giving you great rewards, like I just talked about. Try to submit it by today. If you are stuck somewhere, if you are having any issues, do let me know in the comment box. I would be very happy to take them all, because we are live for this only. Okay. But yeah, there's a deadline that we have. It's tomorrow midnight. Okay. Try to submit all your amazing effects. Perfect. Are you like facing any issue or anything? See, rendering takes time only when like you are having any sort of network issue. Okay, else you won't be having any sort of like time issues with the rendering. What you can do, you can just check out your like net speed over that Okla test speed. if I'm not wrong. So you can just check out your net speed there, then and there only. Let's walk through the Spark Air policies till then. You are submitting your effect and everything. Let me just share my screen and we'll go through the Spark Air policies for once. Okay. No issues. Yeah, take your time. I have no issues with that. But what I really want is share your effect ASAP. Okay. Don't take much time. Else the submission deadline would be gone. Okay. Now there are just few main policy that you need to keep in your mind. The first is like don't use a real time simulation in your demo videos. It's against the policies. And the second thing, so you can just have a check on this Facebook community standards and also the Instagram community guidelines. And also keep this in your mind that your content must not be shocking, sensational, or it should not promote any sort of illegal product, or it must not discriminate against any person. Okay, so these are just few things that you need to keep in your mind while making your Spark AR effect. And also, yeah, your content must not be spamming, or it must not promote any sort of online gambling. So these are just few things that you need to keep up in your mind while making an effect. And yeah, I guess that's all for the today's workshop. And thanks a lot, everyone, for joining in today. And that was so amazing to have you all. And I really loved. Having you to like get started with the new journey of Spark AR. So yeah, I would be waiting for your amazing creations over this Google form. So try to fill this Google form ASAP, and this Google form will be closed by tomorrow's midnight. So be quick and create your amazing effects. Yeah, sure, engineer. You can just you have we have no issues. You can just take your time. And but yeah, what's the most important thing? Submit your effect. This is the most important thing. Take your time. Submit your effect by tomorrow midnight. Okay. See you all in some other day with some other workshop. Okay. Till then, take care and thanks a lot for joining in.